Okay, welcome back to Rocky Mount Materials. Quick little video today on using our bird forms. I just get a couple questions on reference points on these, and I just wanted to go over real quick on the purpose behind them and how to effectively use them for your bird mount. When we look at the forms, we have reference points for the wings right here, and then we also have reference points for your knee and for the hip if you're going to use a hip attachment. And I'll demonstrate the purpose behind using a hip attachment versus just using your attachment here at the leg. Sometimes people will wire up here with the knee, and that's going to throw the anatomy of your bird completely off. And I just want to demonstrate why we have the two different options, and you can choose based off of your mounting preferences what you'd prefer to do during that. So we have our leg right here, and we'll make our bend right there, and this would be, it's a little tall, but this would be our measurement or our length for attaching the knee to our form. So if we were going to make our attachment at the knee right there, then we would bend our wire and then we would insert at this point right there for the knee. Now when I'm doing my birds, I prefer to do a hip attachment. It gives me better range of motion. If my bird looks a little too tall or too short, it allows me to make adjustments on that based off how the bird looks after the skin's all sewn up and I'm looking at it. Some birds blow out more when you flesh them and when you skin them, and we may need to compensate for having that belly sag a little bit by lifting our bird up. So we'll go back to, there's our reference for the knee. And then here's our bend for the hip. We've added this length, and that's going to accommodate for the bone that was there at the hip attachment. And then what you would do is you would insert the wire here on the form at the top down into the mannequin. And then you would have this bend and this bend to work with. So let me put this together really quick, and I'll demonstrate why that's important. Now, one thing I want to note when you're making these adjustments and when you're making these lengths, you always want to take measurements off of the carcass itself. Removing the bones, when you're skinning, take measurements. There's also a hole going through the bone on the carcass or the bird that you're working on, so you could also just cut the bone off and run it through the wire here as your reference. You can use straws, or you could just use bare wire and leave it as is. It's really up to you and how you prefer to mount your birds, but just make sure that you're taking accurate measurements from the real bones to get these lengths correct. Don't just base it off of what the reference is, because every bird is different, and some of these may be a little bit different on my form compared to the carcass that you're working with on your bird. So just make sure you're using the real bones as your reference for your length on these. Once we have this wired up, the reason I do a hip attachment is if our bird's too tall, we can shrink our form down a little bit. But if we have a really deep belly sag on a standing bird and we need to lift our bird up so he doesn't look stubby, we can also lift the form up this way and get a higher looking bird. And all of our height is being adjusted right here at this bend. If we were to bend our wire and go right into the form there, our height is locked in. We can move our leg back and forth and out a little bit, but our pivot point's stuck right here in the form. Whereas with the hip attachment, we can come out, we can go forward, we can go back, we can make our extra bend right there, which is going to give us a more accurate, and anatomically, when a bird is walking, it's going to give you a better shape and look compared to just having the bird wired right there. Now, if you're doing just a very basic stance and you're focused more on time and convenience, wiring right there is very easy and convenient to do. So there's nothing wrong with wiring in this spot. This is just an added benefit. It does take some getting used to though. Trying to wire up here without tearing the skin, it takes some practice, but once you start doing it, you'll find the added benefit and the mobility of your bird it's a lot better and a lot easier. Now moving on to the wings up here, I have designed these forms to cut the top part of the bone, that ball, off. You're going to cut that ball off when you're skinning your bird or when you're prepping to wire. At any point, I cut that off and wire into the form that way. If you're planning on leaving the ball of the bone on, you're going to need to hollow this out just a little bit to compensate for that. So if you're using the form as is without any modifications, you're going to need to cut the top of that ball from the bone off to accommodate for using this form. Aside from that, everything else is pretty basic to your normal taxidermy form, and we've designed these so every side is symmetrical. Everything lines up perfectly. There's no sides that are bigger than the other. And we've custom formulated our foam so that they're very soft. You don't have to really force pins into it. They pin easy, they wire easy, and they're just very, very easy to work with. So I hope that little trick will help you understand, the basics of using these forms and why we have made references, where we have, and the purpose behind them.